Psalms 10 1 to 11. In life, many people do not reach their full potential. We can become so caught up in the everyday that it is easier to continue in old patterns rather than change. Yet, we all have a God given desire to live to our full potential. Perhaps you remember this celebrated biography. Solomon Grundy, born on Monday, christened on Tuesday, married on Wednesday, took ill on Thursday, grew worse on Friday, died on Saturday, buried on Sunday. That was the end of Solomon Grundy. For some people, that just about sums of their life, and yet all of us feel deep down there must be more to life than that. Jesus says, in effect, yes, there is. The potential for every human being is great. Jesus wants you to live a highly productive life. He wants you to produce a crop 100, 60, or 30 times what was sown. Matthew 13:8. The minimum is a 30 times multiplication. The key to that potential lies in your relationship with Jesus, a relationship that can be as close as that of a brother or sister or mother. You can live a life of real purpose that will make a difference to the world because of what you receive from Him. Your potential is not about being driven by ambition or success. It is about recognizing who you are in God. As you seek Him and live your life according to His purposes, you will bear much fruit. The more you begin to fulfill your God given potential, the more He entrusts to you. He wants you to live a life of abundance. The potential for Israel was very great. God intended that Israel would not only be blessed but also be a blessing to other nations. You have the potential to live a life of even greater blessing that those you read about in Old Testament. Jesus says, "Blessed are your enemies' eyes because they see, and your ears because they hear. For I tell you the truth, many prophets and righteous people longed to see what you see, but did not see it, and hear what you hear, but did not hear it." Matthew 13:16 to 17. Jesus warns that although there is great potential in each of us, there are pitfalls ahead. How can you avoid pitfalls and fulfill your potential? Wisdom. Psalms 10 1 to 11. Psalms 10. Why, Lord, do you stand far off? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? In his arrogance, the wicked man hunts down the weak who are caught in the schemes he devises. He boasts about the carvings of his heart. He blesses the greedy and reviles the Lord. In his pride, the wicked man does not seek him. In all his thoughts, there is no room for God. His ways are always prosperous. Your laws are rejected by him. He sneers at all his enemies. He says to himself, "Nothing will ever shake me." He swears, "No one will ever do me harm." His mouth is full of lies and threats. Troubles and evil are under his tongue. He lies in wait near the villages. From ambush he murders the innocent. His eyes watch in secret for his victims. Like a lion in cover, he lies in wait. He lies in wait to catch the helpless. He catches the helpless and drags them off his net. His victims are crushed, they are collapse. They fall under his strength. He says to himself, God will never notice. He covers his face and never sees. In this book, Finding Happiness Monastic Steps for a Fulfilling Life, about Christopher Jamison defines pride as self important. He writes, Humility is an honest approach to reality of your own lives and acknowledges that we are not more important than other people. The psalmist goes on a journey from feeling that God is far off in times of trouble to a realization, as we will read tomorrow, that God certainly does see trouble and grief, does listen to the cry of the afflicted, and does defend the fatherless and oppressed. In fact, it is the wicked who seek to make themselves distant. Your laws are rejected by him. They think of themselves as more important than others, especially the poor, whom they drawn into their net and crush. These verses tells us about the pitfall of pride. When things go well, it is tempting to say, nothing will ever shake me. No one will ever do me harm. We can be tempted to feel that we have no need of God. In their pride, the wicked not seek Him. In all their thoughts, there is no room for God. It's easy to become arrogant and boastful. This Psalm warns us against doing so and reminds us of our need for God. Prayer. Lord, keep me from pride, arrogance, and self importance. May I seek you with all my heart, remembering that I need you and that you never forget me. New Testament, Matthew 12:46 to 13:17. Jesus' mother and brother. While Jesus was still talking to the crowd, his mother and brothers stood outside wanting to speak to him. Someone told him, your mother and brothers are standing outside wanting to speak to you. He replied to him, who is my mother and who are my brothers? Pointing to his disciples, he said, here are my mother and brothers. For whoever does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and sister and mother. The parable of the sower. That same day Jesus went out of house and sat by the lake. Such large crowds gathered around him that he got into a boat and sat in it, while all the people stood on the shore. Then he told them many things in parables, saying, a farmer went out to sow his seed. As he was scattering the seed, some fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Some fell on rocky places, where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow. But when the sun came up, the plants were scorched and they were withered because they had no root. Other seed fell among thorns, which grew up and choked the plants. Still, other seeds fell on good soil. where it produced a crop 160 or 30 times what was sown. Whoever has ears, let them hear. The disciples came to him and asked, "Why do you speak to the people in parables?" He replied, "Because the knowledge of the secret of the kingdom of heaven has been given to you, but not to them. Whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. This is why I speak to them in parables. Those seeing they do not see, though hearing they do not hear or understand. In them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah. You will be ever hearing but never understanding. You will be ever seeing but never perceiving. For this people's heart has become closed. They hardly hear with their ears, and they have closed their eyes. Otherwise, they might see with their eyes, hear with their ears, understand with their hearts, and turn, and I would heal them. But blessed are your ears because they see, and your ears because they hear. For truly I tell you, many prophets and righteous people longed to see what you see but did not see it, and to hear what you hear but did not hear it. Father, thank you that you call me into this intimate relationship with Jesus. Help me to put my roots down deep and to keep my eyes fixed on you. Help me to guard this relationship and never allow other things, even good things, to crowd in the choke of my life. Amen.